They threatened to burn down my farmhouse. I burned down their entire financial future. I'm David Brennan, 52 years old, fourth-generation farmer in Willowbrook, Indiana. I come home one afternoon and find a condemnation notice stapled to my door. My 1898 farmhouse, the last working farm in this subdivision, assessed value $780,000, and they're calling it a blight hazard. The fine print shows $23,400 in emergency assessments plus $19,500 in legal fees, due in 14 days, or they seize the property. I call the HOA office, and Richard Stone answers, board chair, with his attorney wife on speaker. I ask what this is about, and he laughs, then says, farmers like you are why this neighborhood will never be upscale. Maybe a nice fire would solve our problem. That's my last straw. I walk to my office and pull out a folder I haven't touched in years. Inside are 12 years of stock certificates from Cornerstone Bank, the bank holding their $3.7 million HOA master loan. I own 67% through my LLC, controlling shares that I bought slowly, 1% here and 2% there, patient and quiet. Midnight comes, and I draft one email to the bank's loan committee, attach the condemnation notice and the recording where Richard mentions fire, then add one line, call the loan. Next morning, I file a police report for criminal intimidation, and the detective opens a case number. Then I send the bank's lawyers my documentation, showing the loan contract has a character clause in Section 14B, requiring borrowers to act in good faith. Their documented threat violates that clause, and the entire $3.7 million loan is now callable immediately. I give them 14 days, the same deadline they gave me. Day 3, their treasurer calls panicking because they don't have $3.7 million liquid. Day 7, they're trying to refinance, but no bank will touch them. Day 11, the default penalty kicks in at 21%, and the total owed climbs to $4.47 million. Day 14, they show up at my door, all 6 board members with Richard's hands shaking. They offer to drop everything, but I tell them I want it in writing. Notarized apology, $50,000 punitive payment, and permanent exemption for my property. They sign everything right there on my porch. But I still called the loan. They had to sell the clubhouse, pool, and tennis courts to a developer for $4.9 million, paid off the bank, and had $430,000 left over. Richard resigned the next week, and his wife left him 3 months later. My farmhouse is still standing at 126 years old, chickens still clucking, gardens still growing, and that condemnation notice hangs framed in my kitchen right next to my stock certificates. Who says farmers don't understand finance? Comment patience if you believe revenge is a dish best served cold.